Hello everyone, welcome back to this week's episode of Youth Alive. As always, we are so glad that you're able to join us tonight. We encourage you to sit back, grab a snack, and enjoy, while together we get uplifted and reminded what it truly means to be young and alive.
This is Recording Youth Alive.
We are Youth Alive.
We are Youth Alive.
We are Youth Alive.
It's snowing. It's snowing here in Texas. Something crazy. Guys, it's too cold out here, so let me go inside and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh, that's too cold out there. Thank God I am inside with the heater on and with my cup of coffee. It's usually never this cold here in South Texas, but did you know that the top 3 coldest places in the US are Fairbanks, Alaska, Grand Forks, North Dakota, and Williston, North Dakota? Let's check them out.
The lowest recorded temperature in Fairbanks, Alaska was negative 66 Fahrenheit. That was on January 14 of 1934. It is just a little bit cold. Today, as I am recording this video, Grand Forks, North Dakota has a temperature of 3 degrees Fahrenheit. And here in Texas, we can't even handle 50 degrees. That's very cold. And in Williston, North Dakota, they get about 44 inches of snow per year. That's more than 3 feet of snow. And here in Texas, it snows once in a blue moon. That's like never.
Now I'm going to enjoy a little bit of that snow that we don't usually get here in South Texas. So I will see you outside. But of course, first I need to put this on because it is pretty cold out there. See ya. Alright guys, I hope we learned something today. I'll be here outside enjoying the snow and I will see you later. Remember, we are...
Stay warm, everyone. Youth of Life.
Yeah!
As we all know, it's a brand new year. And everyone, literally everyone, is making New Year's resolutions. But they forget about it in about a month or so, by February. But here at Youth Alive, we create purposeful plans for the new year every single year in 6 different areas. Our spiritual area, our family area, our personal area, our work and school area, our financial area, and finally, our ministry area. So that's why my pick of the week is New Year's plans. I want to hear what you have to say. So I'll go first. In my spiritual area, I want to continue serving God through this Youth Alive ministry. What's your New Year's plan?
Hi, my name is Emily. My family New Year's plan is to be more communicative about events and activities with my family.
Hey, my name is Nicole, and my financial plan for this new year is to be able to save up enough money to put a down payment in the car that I want to get for college.
Hello, I'm Alex, and my personal New Year's plan is to stay fit with, going on walks with my dog and to read more books this year.
Hi, I'm Juliana, and my New Year's plans are going to be to finally get started on my new major and continue the process of hopefully transferring to a different university and hopefully doing all of that with the guidance of God, and I'm really excited. So,
hi, my name is Sofia, and for the MJC Junior Ministry, my New Year's plan is to create more activities so that we can connect with each other and to start a devotional with all the girls and Juanca with all the guys.
So now, what's your New Year's plan? Let's be intentional in planning and creating our New Year's plans with God and following through our plans throughout all of 2021. This has been my pick of the week, and remember, we are Youth Alive.
Hello everyone, my name is Alejandra Bustos. I'm the guitar player of Renuevo, the band of the ICT family. We want to send all the love to the Youth Alive ministry in the United States. We want to invite you also to keep praying, keep walking hand in hand with God, and of course, please be safe and take care of your family. Don't forget to stay tuned to all our social media because Renuevo is also Youth Alive.
Hey guys, so I've been hearing a lot of people talk about how guys can't cook. Well, today and in the works, we're gonna prove everybody wrong. We're gonna do a recipe called cachapa sliders. It's kind of like a Venezuelan typical dish, cachapas, but small ones, like little sliders. This dish is going to be perfect for you to cook for your mom, cook for your dad, maybe cook for that special friend you have in school. Anyways, I think it's gonna be great. But first, let's go get ready to cook. And now, after all of that, we are ready to cook cachapa sliders. But first, let's start off with the ingredients. So we're going to need 5 tablespoons of harina pan, 1 egg, half a cup of milk, 1 cup of corn, 1 tablespoon of butter, 1 tablespoon of sugar, a pinch of salt, mozzarella cheese, and a blender to mix everything in. So now we're going to start putting everything together. So first we're going to put in the corn, make sure to put everything inside the blender. Then we're going to grab the butter, put it inside, the harina pan. We're going to make sure that everything that's liquid is at the top, put in the glass of milk. We crack the egg into the mixture. Now the spoonful of sugar and a pinch of salt. Now we close the lid and we start blending. We want to make sure that the mixture is all homogeneous so that everything is equally as blended. So we're going to open it up, make sure it's well, and once we're sure that the mixture is how we want it, we're going to put it in the fridge for 30 minutes, okay? Now let's cook it. So after you take the mixture out of the fridge, we're going to butter the pan, and we're going to grab a spoonful of mixture and put it on the pan, okay? The pan should already be buttered so that it doesn't stick. And we're just gonna make like small circles as if you were making small pancakes. We're gonna leave it there for about 10 to 15 minutes. The pan has to be heated on medium heat, okay? So medium heat, leave it there for like 10 to 15 minutes until they are golden brown. You're gonna know they're golden brown when you start touching them, and just like that, they move. They're gonna start sliding, okay? So you use a spatula and they're gonna start sliding off of the pan. So you flip them around, and once you flip them, you can start putting the cheese on top. Make sure you can leave it there for a couple of minutes so that it melts. Obviously, depends on you how melted you want the cheese. And once the cheese is on there and both sides are golden brown, we are ready to plate our cachapa sliders. So then you can grab your spatula again and then start putting the sliders, the cachapa sliders, into your plate. Like that, 1, 2, 3, and there you have it. Now you have your cachapa sliders, and look at how delicious they look. There you have it, guys. Now you learn how to make a new recipe, cachapa sliders. And there you have it. Guys can cook too. I mean, we might make a bit of a mess and we might take a bit longer to cook and we might cut ourselves, but we can cook. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and remember, we are Youth Alive.
Hello guys, welcome back to Upgrade. I hope you guys remember what we talked about last week, because there will be a test. What? I haven't studied. Not that kind of test. What? Yes, but before we get into that, let's refresh our memories from last week. Last week, we talked about a gift the Lord has for us, and He's willing to give it to us if we ask for it. Anyone? Anyone? Me. Salvation? Well, yes, but no, that's not the answer. Anyone else? Me. Love? Close, but it's not the answer either. Come on, guys. What we talked about last week? Me. Wisdom? Yes, wisdom. We talked about wisdom last week. Let's remember what the Bible says about wisdom.
All wisdom comes from the Lord, and so do common sense and understanding.
Common sense and understanding comes from the Lord as well as wisdom. That means that the Lord is teaching us how to act and what to do in different situations all the time. And it's our responsibility to keep in mind those teachings. And that's what the test is about. Okay, son, I'm gonna leave this candy here and you can't touch it until I come back, okay? Okay. Sometimes in our lives, we're going to have tests where we're going to have to use the wisdom the Lord has taught us. And those tests, we call them temptation, which is the desire to do something that we know is wrong. For example, the kid knew he shouldn't take the candy, but it was hard to resist. And that is temptation. In the Bible, temptation is referred as an immoral woman. Let's see what the Bible says about it.
The words of an immoral woman may be as sweet as honey and as smooth as olive oil, but all you really get from being with her is bitter poison and pain.
Temptation can look like a candy that you're dying for eating, but be careful, because it can turn your life into bad things. And that's where we're going to have to use the wisdom the Lord has given to us. And as children, we have the key to pass that test. In His wisdom, in His word, in Proverbs 6:20-21, it says, obey the teachings of your parents. Always keep it in mind and never forget it. Our parents love us, and they want us to pass the test too. And that's why the Lord tells us to always obey our parents and to keep their teachings in our hearts. The Bible also says in Proverbs 7:5 that the wisdom and common sense will protect us from temptation. And that's why we always have to keep Him close to us. That's why we always have to keep Him in our hearts. So let's recap. Temptation will always come to test us. And as much as it looks fun and pretty and nice, the result will be bad for us. So, for us to pass the test, 1, always obey your parents and remember what they teach us all the time. 2, seek the Lord's wisdom. And most importantly, keep it in your hearts, because that is what is going to protect us from temptation. and will lead us to the life the Lord wants us to have. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Upgrade, and remember, we are Youth Alive. Dad, can I eat the candy now? Yes.
All right, Youth Alive, that wraps up this week's episode of Youth Alive. As always, we thank you so much for joining us, and we encourage you to share this episode with all of your friends. Remember, we'll be back next week here through Periscope at 7 p.m. And remember that we are Youth Alive.